fall, the Cumberland County Public Library and Information Center will host a book discussion series on Latin American and Latino literature. Librarian Anessa Olson previews the Let's Talk About It book series sponsored by the North Carolina Humanities Council.
The Let's Talk About It series is a 9-week discussion series that brings members of the community together with prominent local scholars and writers to discuss books on a given theme. This fall's theme is Voices of Latino and Latin American Literature. The Cumberland County Library is dedicated to helping people learn about the world around them. Latino and Latin American culture is often poorly understood because people don't realize how many different voices and themes it consists of. During the discussion series, we will be covering 5 books. The first of which we will be discussing on October 7th, is In the Time of the Butterflies by Dominican-American author Julia Alvarez. The book is a fascinating look at 4 sisters who were martyred in the Dominican Republic under the dictator Trujillo. It's a fascinating and lyrical look at the strength of human courage. Dreaming in Cuban is the second book in this series. It's by Cuban-American author Cristina Garcia. This book is about how different members of a Cuban family feel about their homeland, ranging from fascination with El Líder, Fidel Castro, to complete rejection of Cuba and its culture and an embrace of American capitalism. It's an interesting look at the differences between American and Cuban culture. The third book in this series, Daughter of Fortune, is by Isabel Allende, a Chilean-American author who came to America fleeing the dictatorship in her country. She writes an epic historical drama about Eliza Summers, who was adopted by a Victorian family in Valparaiso, Chile. She later fled to America looking for her lover and became involved in the California Gold Rush. The fourth book in this series is Of Love and Other Demons by the Nobel Award-winning Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez. He's most famous for the book that won the award, 100 Years of Solitude. But this book is just as good and just as interesting. It's about a young woman who is believed to be possessed by demons. She has to deal with secular doctors, religious priests trying to exorcise her, cruel nuns, and slaves who love her and teach her the Yoruban religion. It explores the tensions between white and black, religion and superstition, human and animal, in a gripping, magical realist story. The last book in this series will be discussed on December 2nd. It's a memoir by Puerto Rican author Esmeralda Santiago, describing her childhood both in Puerto Rico and New York as she journeys from the barrio to Harvard. It's an inspiring story about triumph in the face of adversity. Each discussion will be a couple of hours long. For the first half, a scholar or writer will discuss the book and lecture about the author and the book itself. After that, they will lead a discussion with the members of the community using questions that they will provide. The program is geared for adults, but anyone can attend, particularly students who are interested in exploring more about this fascinating topic. In order to register, please call your local branch library so that they can sign you up for the project. It's also a good idea to sign up in person so that you can pick up a copy of the book at that time. If you go to headquarters branch, you can pick up a copy right away. If you want to go to a different branch, you can place it on hold and it will be available for pickup fairly soon. Let's Talk About It is a project of the North Carolina Humanities Council in cooperation with the North Carolina Center for the Book, which is a project of the North Carolina State Library. We are funding this project with a grant from them. For more information, please visit the library website. There will be information on the calendar. You can also talk to your friendly neighborhood librarians.